Good morning if you are just joining us or continuing the day of inspiration here at the craft store. Now it is 8 a.m. and we are going to have the first look of this today at the one-day special, which was launched like 6 p.m. last night. And of course it would have to, the deal should last 24 hours, but that is if stocks last. Because when the gentleman that I'm about to introduce is here in the building, well, things tend to sell out very quickly, so make sure to check out your baskets, but stay tuned to amazing John Lovewood's demonstrations. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you? Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
With the, with the beautiful sets.
Yeah, the set. Yeah, we are suddenly woken up on Christmas, and it's funny because Christmas can be many different things, many different ways. But I love that you have brought us a set that actually we could be using certain things for Christmas, but mostly is an all year round.
It is. It's an all year round. This is the end of... We launched the stencil sentiments for Christmas last year.
Yes.
And then in January we launched the stencil sentiment main ones.
Yeah.
And what I've done is I've tried to drop them all through every 3 months this year. So this is the last instalment. So this is anniversary and birthday, but there's also a chance to get the original stencil sentiments in here and the exclusive happy birthday die. And I've tied it in with dies that will not only match in with this collection, but if you've gone for the stencil sentiments, they will match all of the ones we've got. And if you've got them all now, you can literally use them for Christmas, for anniversaries, for Easter, for Mother's Day. There's everything. There's every occasion. And by adding the last ones in, I mean, there are words there like first. You might not use first for anniversary. You might use it for first birthday.
Absolutely.
First Mother's Day, first Father's Day.
Yeah.
There are other words. There's things like, if you notice in there, it's got gold, not golden.
First husband.
First husband, yeah. Congratulations on your first husband. I like that. There's things like gold instead of golden, because you can only use golden once in anniversary. Can't use it for anything else. I've done it as gold, so you can use it for other things.
Yeah.
Diamond, emerald, you can use those for other things. And you've also then got in there the sort of christening ones, or the birth.
Yeah.
But that gives you christening, boy, girl, twins, birth and baby.
Yeah.
But now,
First
again,
boy,
mixing them with the others, you can have birthday boy, birthday girl, happy birthday twins, and, on your christening day. So it kind of completes the collection.
Yeah.
So don't just think, oh, I don't make christening cards. Think, wouldn't it be nice to be able to send birthday boy to a teenager?
Absolutely, yeah.
There are no, the sentiments are really hard for some people like that. So this kind of closes the loop, if it makes sense.
It does kind of completes the circle.
It does.
Makes it, yeah. And you can see in here as well that I love the concept that you were saying, I think when you launched it, or it's like sometimes you wouldn't buy one that says Sapphire Anniversary in one single go.
No, I wouldn't buy a die that said, Sapphire Anniversary. I wouldn't buy a stamp that said it because I would use it so rarely. Yeah. But by having the anniversary and the sapphire separate, the on your, having congratulations and everything else, that's only one little part.
Absolutely.
So you might not use it. You may not use christening, but you will use other pieces from that set.
It's basically having the collection that gives you the ability to then, when we know, like first and ever, you know that there are occasions in which you need a quick and easy card that or not so quick and easy, but kind of a card that says first anniversary, or if maybe, for instance, a special couple on your pearl anniversary. So these two are the ones from the one day special.
Yeah, and the thing is, if you look at that as a stamp would be nearly £10.
Oh yes.
Because it's nearly an A6 stamp on its own to say special couple on your pearl anniversary. I wouldn't spend £10 to make one card.
No, absolutely no.
But you've got the options to pull that pearl out, and I know you can build with stamps, but it's a lot easier to build a sentiment with dies than try and get stamps lined straight. But I'll be showing you in this sort of hour how we can actually line them up perfectly. But
Look
again,
at that.
Congratulations, baby son, mixing some from the other sets.
I love that. I love the bringing in congratulations for baby girl as well that you have got in here.
And what I love is the dies featured on here aren't mine.
Yeah. Oh, right.
The dies in the middle aren't mine.
Yeah.
Because I design everything to work with what you've already got. And I always say to the angels, again, this stamp, I don't know where Sam's got it from.
Perfect.
But it goes with what you've already got, so that you're not having to... I hate that when people sort of think, oh, you've got to use everything of mine.
No.
Use everything with your stash. Again, baby's feet. They could be a really old die.
It could be. And now, of course, the one-day special. Let's have a look at exactly what the one-day special is, which is, you can see it here on the screen, christening, boy, girl, twins, a birth, a baby. And then you have got the first crystal special couple on your anniversary. So everything mixes and matches. And we can say, of course, if you wanted to say first christening, first boy, or even first baby, kind of those sorts of element messages you can. Then you have the corners, which are absolutely gorgeous. Let me show a couple of samples of the corners, because otherwise we will kind of not know exactly. Look at that, beautiful.
These are beautiful. This is the first time I've done detailed cut-in corners. We called them Victoria because to me they've got a real Victorian feel, but like that, that's almost got an Art Nouveau feel to it.
They do, yeah.
They sort of span decades. Yeah. But that card there looks really complicated to make. That is running through the dies twice. That's it.
Twice?
Because you get 4 corners.
Oh!
Most companies will give you one corner or 2. So that piece of white card would have to go through your die cutting machine 8 times.
Wow.
You know it would be wrecked.
Yeah.
It would definitely be wrecked. That's gone through a die cutting machine twice, that's it. But all that detail's there.
That is fabulous. And then, of course, you're getting this die, the beautiful stencil flowers. I kind of
yeah, it is. It's a stencil flower, and it was designed as a background, but you see all the little flowers stuck around the mother?
Yeah.
That's the flowers that fall out.
Wow.
Because it is a twofer, so you've got the flowers are proper flowers, as well as having the background piece.
That is gorgeous. So that, of course, is included in the one-day special as well. And then finally, we have got the borders as well that are incredibly beautiful. And they are kind of a little bit of a ribbon threaders as well.
They are. It was designed so it will perfectly take 3mm to 5mm ribbon, which is the standard. 3 mils the smallest usually you get. And you thread it through like that. And it just, that makes it look so expensive. But that background is made with the ribbon thread, but doesn't it look like it's knitted? It does look like a Fair Isle kind of, you know. But I made that last night at 8 o'clock. So if you want to know how that was made, go on Rewind, you'll see that at 8 o'clock. Lovely. Now, if you want to go for the one-day special, remember you're getting 5 die sets in there, the corners, the flowers, the borders, as well as those sets of 2 words in there. £39.95 with a £4 saving. That is your one-day special, brand new today. 303047 is your item number. Now, that's the one-day special, but we have got an exclusive set, which is, of course, even more. It includes the one-day special, but then you have the exclusive sets that you can see in here. Sorry, not the one-day special, just these ones too. The wishes, birthday. So can you talk us through these 2 sets, please? So the first set, this was the wishes, the birthday, congratulations, the stencil sentiments. Is the first one I launched at the beginning of the year. It totally sold out, so we've had to reorder it in. And we so rarely reorder John Next Door dies. I think this is only the 6th one we've done this year. But so many people wanted it because that has in it the happy, but of course it's got wedding day, mother's anniversary, engagement, Easter, father's. So this allows you to build with the new ones as well. So you can now do, you know, happy birthday or first birthday. Or friend on your first, but you know, there's so many different things you can do with that one. So you've got all of the basics in there, and then when we move down, you've got the exclusive happy birthday. Now this I designed and ordered in Ford Craft Store. Wow, so it's exclusive to you guys. It's a limited edition number, and this is a larger version. Okay. So this is actually larger, so this will give you, because sometimes we want to just make a card. I mean, I know, and I've said this so many times, if someone asked me to make a card for a 12-year-old or a 13-year-old, I don't have stuff in my stash. No. I don't massively. No. But I could just cut out the happy birthday, put some bright colours behind it, front of the card, it's done. And that's quickly becoming my go-to when I want to make a nice card and don't know what to put on the front. If you don't know the person, I mean, like, for instance, you know, in my street, like the neighbours, we are very, very friendly to each other, but we don't know each other. So you're thinking, well, if it's their birthday, you don't know what they are into, what their favourite colour, what sort of thing, but you want to send, this is perfect.
say, for male and female.
Yeah, works for everybody.
Everything.
And again, it is just exclusive to you guys, and when it's gone, it will not be reordered.
Well, if you want yours, it has sold out individually, so the only way to get it is either with this bundle or another bundle that I'm going to show you. No, you are saving £3 for this exclusive set, £17.98. 577505 is your item number. Or you could go for the ultimate bundle here. And that one, of course, is the complete collection that has all 44 dice, including the very exclusive Happy Birthday. Very busy for this bundle, so make sure to check out your basket. You are saving £6, £51.93 is your price, but over half the stock of the complete bundle has gone. So you are saving £6 there. Now, you can split the cost into interest-free payments as well. So if you want to split the cost as well, you can do that. And that would be 20, I think it will be 20... Ooh, £26.90. I don't know.
25.97. I reckon. Working that out in my head.
You're marvelous and kind of maths. I'm rubbish. I just have this thing, this fascination with them. But 268070 is your item number. And then, of course, we can then kind of mix it up. I'm going to just show a couple of. So you have got here, sorry, let me grab the right ones. Now, we have got, is this the original Happy Birthday?
So that's the original smaller Happy Birthday.
So I want to go for the larger one.
So you want to go for one with the larger one?
Is that the one?
No, that's the smaller one again.
Oh, where are they?
There's a big pile of them somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah, but
there are far too many samples. There always are, to be honest.
Let me see. Let me grab. Where they are? I cannot find them. Well, we will have a look later on.
I will find one. I might cut one first.
Yeah. Well, you know what? If you want it, just check out your baskets. I'm going to show you more of the samples later on. I'm going to sort them out. 268070 is your item number. I saw that Happy Birthday and I assumed that was the one, but of course that was the original one. Now you can get the largest size. I think sometimes live TV, this is why you watch us, because you never know what's going to happen, as well as amazing demonstrations, those wow moments. Anyway, what we have got next as well. So we have got one set that is very, very, very busy, which is of course the Southie squares. You are getting 6 dice in total, saving £3. Over half of the stock has gone, and once it's gone, it's gone. Is that a place?
It is.
Oh.
It is. It's actually next door to Shire Green, which is the name of the strip.
Right.
And it's Southie, and it's actually where my uncle and aunt live. It's not far from where I live. So I've started quite a few this year. You might notice things like the Firth Park and things. I've been naming of sort of areas of Sheffield as well.
Nice.
But that's what I do, is I name dies like we've had the Oundle and the Woodford. I name them in places that I know or that I pass through. Yeah. But yeah, Southie is a place. It's a real place.
I like that. And of course, you have got these squares that are beautifully detailed, because they have got like that piercing. Well, it's not piercing because it's little tiny dots.
It's not. It's actually tiny dots that cut out.
That's very difficult to achieve.
It is really hard. The drawing of this was a killer. But what you've got is you've got a 5-inch, a 4-inch, a 3-inch, a 2-inch and a 1-inch square. And the circles on each square shrink in size as we go down, so that they're actually in the right aspect. So you can see there the circles are slightly bigger on the outside of the frame than the inside section. But rather than being piercing, they actually cut out the circle.
If you can see
so you can see the colour behind. It gives you a completely different look. And just that is so simple, because that's the 3-inch and the 4-inch square. Cut twice in yellow of each one, and each one twice in white, and then just rotated. So easy to achieve.
I love that card. I really love. And look at this in here. And he's just adding that detail. I mean, knowing a little bit how dice are put together, and this is kind of those things that it looks very simple to design. It's not. It's a nightmare. It is an absolute nightmare. And I just love the effect. And of course, this is matting and layering. Again, mixing and matching with whatever you already have. So it's kind of giving more of whatever you have got at home, give it a new lease of life. You have got a £3 saving, £13.99. We are approaching 60% of the stock, so make sure that you grab yours by checking out your baskets. 756021 is your item number. We have also happy hours, and already very busy these ones, because of course a happy hour that works with everything that we have seen as well.
It does. We did this as a happy hour on launch last night, and I actually made some calls to say, is there any chance we could do it again at 9 a.m, because it matches in with everything, and it is, to be honest, such an amazing deal. I think they were actually more than this originally, more than the $25.98 in there, but you've got everything that matches in. They match perfectly with the Saudi squares, but they match in with the christening, they match in with the wedding theme. They just match in with everything. So I wanted to give people a chance to get something that will go together with it. And again, take us into next year, because I wouldn't buy specific dies for Valentine's.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't buy specific hearts. Yeah. I wouldn't use them, but by having them mixed in the set, it means I've got Valentine's cards, wedding, anniversary, engagement. With the bells, I can do Christmas.
And I love the Mr. and separate Mrs.
Separate Mr., separate Mrs. So you can do Mr. and Mr., Mrs. and Mrs. You can do, you know, whatever you want to do.
Leon is on my wedding
that's
sorted.
Sorted.
That's sorted.
It's next year, isn't it?
Next year, yeah. You know, we had a deal that we would get married if we didn't find anybody else. So I think we should get married.
Yeah. See why not.
I think it was the cut-off point was this year, actually. You know, it's like maybe next year when we can have a proper celebration.
As long as I get to be best man, I completely agree.
Yes, absolutely. Now, 464 and 968 approaching 10-20% of the stock. Remember, you have got an £11 saving, £14.98 is your price. A fabulous deal there. Now, of course, you will find them on the website, but remember, this is a happy hour. We don't know if it's going to come back, well, or we don't know if it's going to last anyway. But we have got lots more, including the Kaleido starter kit in there as well. You have got all the mediums, and you have got also the water brushes. You have the glitter card there, and you have got the mediums as well, and the vacuum. I love that little vacuum. It's so nice. Our Charlotte also loves it. And then we have got the paper trimmers as well, and we have the we have got the little ones as well. I love that. And the guillotine. I love that guillotine. Really good one. And I know a good guillotine. I like to chop things up.
I know. I mean, I know what Paola means. I know what you mean, because I mean, I have a guillotine, a larger one, that is one that you will be well aware of. Yeah. And it was blunt within 6 months.
Wow.
I have had this one now in my kit all the time. Yeah. And I have had this now since August of 2020. Wow. And literally, this is... I always go on about it because, look...
Yeah,
it's self-sharpening.
Yeah, it's sharpening. And the other thing I love about the guillotine as well, like kind of, is, for instance, I have this one in my trolley here in the studio, and I always say my trolley is for everybody to use, in the all presenters, backstage. I'm happy because I know that this is something that everybody's gonna be able to use it.
Yeah, and it's also the case of you only do that when you know someone can't break it.
Yeah.
You don't leave stuff out for people to use here if there's a possibility they could blunt it or break it.
There is one backstage member that now is forbidden to touch any of my stuff because he even managed to break down a crocodile.
You can't break a crocodile.
Well, I call him Superman. Superman
I can't wait to find out after the show who this is. I will put it on social media and let you all know. No, I won't. Right, so, shall I...
Yes, absolutely.
Right, what I'm going to do is, I want to show how it works. So, most of the demos I've been showing you how things work with all of the collection, because I never feel you should have to buy anything else. Okay. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use a slightly bigger square die. Okay, yeah. I'm using a press cut stitch dot square. Right. But you could use any square die. Perfect. Absolutely any square die at all. And normally what I do is, I normally have this clear, but I haven't done. I want to add the corners. But what I found is if I actually put it onto a magnetic board, it makes it a lot easier. Okay. So let me just clear this one. I'm so well organised this morning, aren't I? I came in early to tidy as well.
Well, it's just tidy up, it's just not, you know. Okay.
But what I can do now is, I put the corners just against there, but by putting them on the magnet, look, it stays. Yeah. So I don't have to worry until I've taped it down. So I was going to do two opposing, but I've done that, so I'm going to do all 4 corners. So what I do is butt it up against the die and tape it down. And it makes it so much easier doing it this way. And you've got, if you notice here, you've got a little point on the end. So I'll show you there. You've got a little point on the end of the dot, of the point. So you want that to go into your point, and it makes it really easy to get it perfect. Because I know I've always been scared of dies that just cut in sometimes, because you don't know if you're going to get it right. So putting it against the square, and I'll show you against the Saudi squares as well in a little while.
If having 4 means that you can see exactly where they are all 4 at one time, because once that you take it out, it's different the die cut than the die.
Yeah, so I didn't tape one down, so put it back on the board.
Yeah. It's
put it
like
in place and tape it. And just be careful. See, I've got a few little bits of card there. You want to get those off. What I should do actually is vacuum them off, really, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
But that's now taped down, so I've now created my own large background die from nothing, basically. So onto my machine, put my plate on. Now this might be quite interesting because I checked my case this morning, last night, and I haven't put the right plate in.
Oh.
My right B plate in.
Do we have a B plate?
I couldn't actually find one.
There should be. Okay.
So I love the fact that this machine actually, if it's not right, refuses it. Yeah, and that one's too thin.
Yeah.
So this will be interesting. We'll see how this comes out. So I will shim it up.
I know, because that would be too small, the Kaleido plate.
I can put the Kaleido plates in. They fit, but slightly bit too small. So we'll have a look. Yeah, so it's not cut that one through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that to one side for a minute, and I'm going to do the centerpiece. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going into my Saudi squares.
Okay.
I love saying that. I believe that our director is from here.
From Saudi. From
Saudi?
Saudi. No, he's not. He was actually born in, where was it, Swindon or somewhere like that?
But yeah, he may find actually, I think I got it wrong, but don't worry, Chris, it's coming next year.
Okay.
No, that's not. That's coming later in the year.
Oh, shall I say what?
But the cross is coming. Cross is coming next year for you. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to go.
When are you going to start with the Spanish places?
I've always avoided those because I think
it's difficult to pronounce.
Places where I live, like Benihoffer.
Yeah.
But most people, British people, pronounce it Beni Joffa.
Yeah.
And Quesada, and there's no way anyone would pronounce that right.
Yeah. Or Zaragoza.
Zaragoza or Santiago de Compostela. You know, they're not going to get it right. So this is using the little corners that come in the happy hour.
Ah, love.
So again, against the Saudi squares, and I'm just going to pop those in. But again, you see that there's little corners in there which give you the heart, which just follows on.
And that's just 2 dies from one set that has got, I don't know how many dies, it has 9 dies. And then that is one of 3 die sets. A quarter of the stock has already gone. £14.98 is your price. You are saving £11. Grab yours by checking out your baskets. 464966 is your item number.
So here we go. So I've just put my Kaleido plates through it.
Okay.
Absolutely love that.
Perfect. Look at that.
But
I love that you can do that with ease. Yeah.
You get those beautiful hearts out. But most people will be really concerned with these little dots.
Right.
Because life's too short to sit and do that.
Yeah.
So what you do is take your pokey tool and run it along like you're running a stick along a fence. But watch them all pop out.
That's clever.
Because if I had to sit there and poke all the little dots out, I promise you this die wouldn't exist.
Yeah.
Because there's no way on earth I was going to do that.
But that's true, isn't it? Life is too short to be poking out holes.
Oh, it just takes far too long. So going around like that gets 90% of them out. And all I have to do is pop the others out. But another good tip is, you know when you've got like the hanging chads, the bits that hang on the back?
Yeah.
Use a glue eraser.
Oh!
Right,
that worked. I never seen that.
No, I came up with this a few weeks ago. Watch that, look. All gone. Without tearing the card.
Yeah.
takes them all off, no matter what sort of card it is. So
Yeah.
all I have to do now is
Yeah.
pop those bits out, but while
And that,
that's
of course,
doing it,
is the Southeast squares, which 2/3 of the stock has gone. If you want yours, remember to check out your baskets. £13.99, and it's ever so useful for Martin and Leigh with a £3 saving. Back to you, John.
right, so I've now, the new plates, the right plates just turned up.
Is it Mary, Superwoman Mary?
It was Superwoman Maddie.
Maddie,
It was
yeah,
definitely.
Super Maddie.
So we'll run
Super
that
Maddie.
through. So while that's going through, I can just take out any last little bits that have missed it. But can you imagine, takes no time in comparison to trying to pop
absolutely,
all of them out individually, get our
Absolutely.
little hearts out. And what I did as well was, the Southie squares are all sized in, as I said, inch measurements.
Okay.
So you've got 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch and 5 inch.
Yeah.
But the reason for that, first of all, was because I like that. It makes
Right,
it easy
yeah.
for me. But secondly, it matches with all of the press cut dies.
Yeah.
But it also means that it's really easy to mat and layer.
Yeah.
So all I've done is cut this silver to 5 1/8.
Perfect.
Yeah, you don't have to think, right, okay, what
Yes.
size is that die? Oh, that's this size, right, so no, it's just done easily for you because the maths throws most crafters out.
Yeah, and also the thing is, like, we are visual people, so it's just nice to. I mean, I've said that to John many times. Like the press cuts layering dies are amazing because they have got so many sizes. But also the fact that you know that everything that you invest from John is meant to work on its own and with things that he has brought before, things that he's bringing out now, and that is such a. You can buy with confidence. You are investing not only in today, but you are investing tomorrow's crafting as well. And I love that. I love being able to keep your dies forever because everything works.
Yeah, to me, you should never be putting them away because they've gone out of fashion.
No.
Because they've gone out of season. The sizes don't fit anymore. Everything should work together. So what I'm going to do now is, because I've got Mr. and Mrs. cut,
Right.
I think I really need to do yours and Leonie's card.
Oh, that sounds good.
So let's get the Mrs. So what I do is the Mrs. cuts into the card.
Right.
Okay. So if I cut that at the moment, that will cut it in.
That creates a window,
Which
an
will
aperture.
create you an aperture or a
Yeah.
window. So I'll do that just to show you to start with.
Is it important to have clean plates without bits in it?
It's extremely important. That's what I should be using. Actually, I will grab out. I'm really cautious because until the new year,
Yeah.
we don't have the blue. We've sold out of the blue. We've only got the pink. So I'm being very careful of not bringing mine out.
I mean, they are equally as powerful as each other. You know, gender equality and with color equality and all that. $9.99 is your price. For $7.55, $6.59. I love mine. It's one of those things that is like. It's not, I mean, I don't like vacuum cleaning, but I do like to have a clean plate and things like that.
It makes a real difference. See,
Yeah.
there's a little red dot there that's
Yeah.
got on the plate. Look, it's marked the card.
But
It's
tiny,
given a
we've got-
divot
yeah.
in the card. So that's my missus. So you can see there how delicate that is. But it does mean that I can use that as it is,
Yeah.
like that. Or I take the frame.
And then you can, yeah,
If I put the frame over,
and that will cut it
it will
out.
then cut it out. Will then cut me a plain circle for outside as well. But also, it will still give, the waist piece will be nice because it will be a circle frame with hearts in it.
Perfect, yeah.
So we'll put that in and I'll get my little bits out. Do you want to just do a
Yeah,
quick
I will
update
do
on our...
a recap, especially of the one of the happy hour, which is of course what John has been using, and that has 23 dies. 40% of the stock has gone. You're saving £11, £14.98 is your price. Now, we have, of course, the one-day special with that complete collection. I love how John brings us different bundles so you can make sure that you get whatever you need or want. Now, if you want to go for the complete collection, this becomes an exclusive set because you are getting the happy birthday on its own, and that on its own is exclusive, but on its own has sold out. So the only way to get it is either with the complete collection or with the duo. Now, if you go with the complete collection, you also are getting the brand new sets of christening, boy, girls, birth, twin. You are getting all the words about anniversary as well. You are getting, and also I kind of thinking those beautiful names of anniversaries, they are perfect as well for if you just want to do a card with jewels and diamonds, you know, kind of that sort of elements in there, and then you put the names in the background, so it doesn't need to be all about anniversaries. It can be so much more. Then you have, of course, the ribbons in there, like I call it ribbons because there's the strips that are perfect to thread some ribbon there. It's a really brilliant way to decorate. It's a brilliant way to finish off your cards. And then you are getting the corners. Love the fact that John, being as he is, like I wasn't going to say it, a little bit of a lazy crafter. Because
Completely.
I call myself as well a lazy crafter, because you don't want to spend time positioning every corner. So you have got there 4 dies, and therefore something like this will be easier to do because you have all 4 dies, and therefore you just run it through the machine twice, and that's all you need. £51.93 is your price. You are saving £6 to 68070. And you're thinking, oh, you know what, I need to flexify it. Well, there it is, a flexify option. You're saving £6, and of course 2 payments of £25.97. 60% of the stock has gone, so if you want it, make sure to check out your baskets. We are going into Chris's territory here, the squares. Now, of course, we have Saudi squares. Very, very busy. 70% of the stock has gone, and once they are gone, they are gone. £13.99 is your price for them. You are saving £3.756. 021 is your item number. And I'm going to show you a couple of samples, but I kind of choosing the ones that I love, just to show how you can use them as patchwork, and you can mix them and match, and also see the sizes of the dots, how they kind of change. And then look at this one, matting and layering with other stamp sets that you may, die sets that you may have. What about kind of personalizing as well those kind of words in there? Perfect outlines as well. And then you have something like this. So it's just very subtle, very beautiful, very gentle, very, very elegant as well. I'm not sure. I've never been to Southie, but I'm kind of assuming that it's an elegant place.
It's a very elegant place, yes.
No.
It's certainly not where Chris and I used to go drinking before we were 18 or anything like that.
You know, I'm no comment, no comment. £13.99 is your price. You're saving £3 at 756 021 is your item number. And of course, that very busy happy hour, approaching half of the stock has gone. And in here, you can create very romantic cards. You have got so many dies, 23 dies in total, very decorative, some of them very useful to finish off, like those hearts that John was using. And then you have, of course, that kind of outer one and the inner one, and the baby and the girl in here as well. And look at those ones, the bells as well. So there is then the flowers, and then of course if you want to do the Mr. and Mrs. or Mr. and Mr. you can do that as well. £14.98 is your price, £11 saving. 464966 is your item number. Back to you, John.
Right, so what I've done now is I've just picked out the bits from my piece. So this isn't a piece that I had pre-done.
Yeah.
This is the one that I've actually cut, so it shows how quickly you actually achieve that. But again, because there's 4 corners, if you look at that white card, it's pristine. If I'd have put this card through with the rectangular die to keep it in place, or the square die 4 times, that card would genuinely be wrecked. Yeah. We know that.
Yeah,
but
it
now,
would have become very bubbled.
They become warped, don't they? And they get marks on them and all sorts of things. So I'm using blues, of course, because it's me, and blue is sapphire.
You're a sapphire boy.
I'm sapphire boy.
You could say that. Like the card, because you have got boy and you have got sapphire.
Yes, you could actually.
And you can do the diamond girl.
And to be fair, it is my favourite stone, and I do have a couple of rings at home with sapphires.
So
sapphire is my stone.
I always call our producer Golden Girl. I could say Gold Girl. It sounds a little bit better, you know, the Gold Girl.
The Gold Girl, yeah?
Yeah, I like that.
You don't want to go Golden Girl, because that suggests that she's, you know...
Yeah, because it was a TV series. She doesn't know about that. No. She didn't know about it.
Oh, right. I can't believe anyone
But
wouldn't.
I never said that. I just always say because she's my Golden Girl, because she always makes gold.
She does, bless her. Poor Charlotte.
That's the reason, and she's like very golden, like she has golden skin and like kind of gold hair. She's gold.
Yeah, she is actually. Paula is right. So again, if you see, I'm going on to my magnetic board again. Really, one of the best tips I could give you
is that
have one of these sat about. Even if you just get a magnetic sheet, stick it to a piece of random MDF. Have that on your desk because it makes it so much easier.
Or even cardboard.
Even
you know,
a big piece of cardboard doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do is sapphire wedding anniversary. So I can now, you see how I can arrange them and get them straight? I can play.
That, yeah.
So sapphire wedding anniversary or sapphire.
I like that. I really. So, oh.
You know, I can really. Until I'm happy with it, but you see, they stay where I put them. It makes it so much easier then to tape them down.
I love that. That's a top tape.
Because it's again, I can. It's just holding them more in place. So I can now take that, and this can then run through my machine, and it will give me the same thing. So again, just check my plates.
Okay. Yeah.
And this is, I know this is the bit that you loved about the vacuum.
Yeah.
The little brushes on the bottom take all the bits out, fibres that are inside your plates. That you won't, I usually scrape mine with a rule to get big bits off, but it will not take the little fibres off. But if I do this now, see all the little fibres inside?
Yeah. And the glitter as well.
Yeah, with glitter, when you first get your vacuum, if you try and pick up glitter with it, it will all squirt out of this air hole here.
Yeah, and you don't want squirting glitter.
Once you've used it for a couple of weeks and you've started to mucky your filter, then it will pick up glitter.
Then it will pick up.
But if you buy it and think, right, this is going to get me glitter picked up, it's not. It was designed for these little bits and for your plates.
Yeah.
But if we look then, once you've done this a few times,
it will block itself.
It will kind of block itself.
Yeah.
But we used it last Christmas to take biscuit crumbs off my mum.
Oh.
I've said that every time.
But it's true,
and you did do it.
Oh, that could be really great. Now I haven't mentioned it yet. I have got kittens. I mean, I mention it every single time.
Kabuki and Fuji.
Yeah. And of course, you know, they're a little bit messy. I mean, I have given up the idea of having a clean house ever again, you know.
You're a crafter. We don't have that.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, dusting or crafting, I know which one I'd be doing.
Yeah, pet hair, so probably some of the hair would remove.
It will take a lot of it off the sofa and things because the brushes will actually pick it up. That was the difference we had designed in it. So here we go. So you see, you're going to have to get, when you find out what they are, boys or girls, you're going to have to get them the right colour for each one, and they've got to have their own.
I mean, I had visitors yesterday, and we looked at their beds, and we thought that they were girls. Not the beds of the kittens, not the visitors.
I don't want to know what goes on in your house at night, Paola, but, you know, I'm happy to come round in the day, but no, not in an evening, not if it's going to be like that. So, again, just easily pull these out. And what I would suggest is, when you're using the stencil sentiments, don't use extra pressure. You know, like I would use a shim when I'm cutting these details. I won't use a shim when I'm cutting the stencils, because can you see there? We've got a slight impression in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? The more pressure, the bigger you'll get. But there is a video on my YouTube which shows you the great idea that came from June Smith, one of my angels, where you cut it through a piece of card first, put that on top and cut it, and that really minimises
the amount of...
the amount that does that.
I love it how it's sapphire wedding, and, you know, like sapphire anniversary wedding, and, you know, it just looks cool.
But we're not even having to, so a little bit of spray glue into the magic, really useful box. The invisible one that hides down there.
It's just fabulous, isn't it?
It is. I've even had to get new trainers for TV because they're that covered.
Whoa.
In the spray glue.
Let's have...
You see, now what I've done is I've put that on some of our Air Force or Sapphire cards. If I hold it that way.
Yeah.
You couldn't stamp that. You couldn't even stamp and foil something as detailed as that, I don't think, in the Kaleido.
I love that.
You've got that beautiful colour showing. I mean, you could almost have the anniversary and wedding and these bits done
Right.
And then you add in the word when you
Yeah.
know, and then change the colour at the back.
Indeed.
So if you're selling your cards, and again, normal angel policy on the John next door,
Okay.
do what the heck you like.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's just
Yeah.
why not?
You know, don't be silly. I mean, I always ask, don't scan the dies into
Absolutely.
electric machines.
That's
And the reason is you will not get the result I want you to get.
exactly.
You will not get the same shape, you will not get the finishing, you will
And
not get
to
the
me,
edge.
the finishing, to me, it's all about the finishing.
That's
you know,
what
it's
dies
the
are so
dies.
different. That chamfering they do of the
exactly.
edge just makes it so, it looks less raw. So
Ah,
here's the
that's
piece.
it, yeah.
Yeah, you get a real rawness
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
I mean, I've got one. I've
Yeah.
got a cricket.
Oh,
we
I-
use it for
I've
vinyl
got the silhouette,
and
yeah.
for T-shirts. Oh, I've got one of those as well.
Yeah.
I've got the original craft robo as well.
Oh.
I am the big craft buyer.
Yeah.
I mean, while you were doing your show this morning, I was buying the marbling
Sure.
kit.
Yes, I
Literally
kind of.
stood here buying it.
Well, I mean, I have to say, I'm not too far off, to be honest, because I'm just such a hoarder of craft stuff.
Yeah, you're as bad as me. I am the curator of an extensive collection of craft
Absolutely.
items, rather than actually being a crafter
Yeah.
sometimes. So I've gone here and we're going to Mrs. and Mrs. So I'm going to do Mrs. and
And this
Mrs.
is- Yeah.
Balanced out, but really simple and effective.
I love
And we're
that.
done.
I love that. And I love that this card itself can be even simpler, or you can add more elements if you wanted to. You can take away of that. If it's not sapphire, if maybe you want to do a wedding, it's not an anniversary, sapphire wedding. I mean, it could be a wedding with the theme of the sapphires. I mean, this is the thing. There are words that we can use for other occasions. Thank you so much, John. We will be with you shortly. But remember that the One Day Special is featuring those beautiful words, those words that we can use them about anniversaries. You have got silver, crystal, ruby, sapphire, gold, emerald, diamond. And then you have got a special couple on your anniversary. So you can build your own phrase if you want it. So on your special, you could do that if you want, or on your christening, you could do that. Because there are people who get christening later in life or as well. Or maybe you want to do a box of, goodies for maybe somebody who is christening. So then later on in their lives, they can look back as well. Now you have, of course, these words that cut into the card that coordinate with the previous releases, which we have as well as in the show. And look at that, silver wedding anniversary. But look at how it can be. It's not just about card making. Look there, we have got beautiful kind of cards in here with those words. Now, the birth, the One Day Special, the birth, I was going to say, the birth sentiment is over 40% of the stock. Now, I'm going to get into say, oh, that's from Christmas, isn't it?
From Christmas.
But then you can cut those.
Yeah, exactly. What Art Angel's
and
done.
the colour is appropriate,
Yeah,
more or less.
it works perfectly. She's used them because her
Double denim?
daughter's called Sapphire.
Ah.
Spelt slightly differently, but she's used it, and she did a card for her daughter saying Sapphire on your graduation from the set.
Special.
But you
Oh.
can use any of them mixed together.
Yeah.
And of course, this matches
That's
with
the
the
room.
stencil alphabet that I launched
Yeah.
earlier this year that did sell out. So if you've got that, these will match. It's the same font.
It's beautiful. I love that. All right, if you want yours, remember you're getting the ribbons, you're getting the corners, which kind of finish those cards as well. And then you are getting those beautiful kind of, I would say, stencil flowers, because that's kind of, we kind of look at them. But then, of course, you can take them out and create those, and the borders as well that you can mix and match. Over 40% of the One Day Special has gone with a £4 saving. However, that saving carries forward as well with a bigger complete collection. Right, and then we have got the other option that you can go for, which is, of course, to go with this, or separately, the stencil sentiments and the happy birthday. I need to put my words in my brain today. Just they are not coming.
Got some, a board
Oh,
there
that's better.
With them all magnetic for you.
Right, not
The
only I need to
stencils.
put my words in, I need to put my eyes in.
Because what I would suggest is, so it's not that one, it's the one behind
The
it.
one here.
Sorry, there we go.
There it is. Oh, there we can see the happy birthday here.
There's the larger
that's,
happy
you can
birthday.
see if I put it there.
But I would really suggest you do this when you get them home.
Yeah.
These are just inch wide strips that I've stuck onto magnetic sheets
Yeah.
to make sort of fridge magnets, but it allows you to plan what you want to do. But if you start thinking, there you've got wedding, fathers, mothers, Easter, happy birthday separately. But of course you can do happy wedding day, happy anniversary day. You can do a whole theme and mix them together, happy christening day. So this kind of gives you all the bits that you need to add to it, to do it, which is the only reason we reordered it. I
love as well that you are getting that exclusive happy birthday. So the exclusive one is the larger one, but look how gorgeous do they look together as well. Now £17.98 is your price. You're saving £3. Now that carries forward as well. 577505, and then we have got the whole collection for you. So that whole collection is 44 dice in total. So includes, of course, that exclusive happy birthday for the craft store, and then you have got additionally a £6 saving. So your saving is actually £13 in total, which is a fabulous saving. You can also spread the cost into 2 interest-free payments of £25.97. And here it is. Literally, I have been looking for them, and then literally I pulled one, like I'm just gonna grab one randomly. There it was, the happy birthday with the one-day special, those beautiful days. I absolutely adore this cut.
I'm just about to make that one. Literally.
No way.
That is literally what is on my desk here.
That's spooky.
Ready to make, to finish off that I started at 8 o'clock last night.
Seriously, I grabbed.
You didn't know that. I know you didn't, because you can't see.
Right, if you want your, grab one. If you want yours, do check out your baskets. Over 60% of the complete collection has gone. And remember, this is a time limited offer, so grab yours by checking out your baskets. Very busy as well for Southeast Squares. Over 70% of the stock has gone. And this one is the one that has those beautiful little tiny dots that make everything so special, and mats and layering. And also, because they are square, it means that you will be able to kind of bring in other dice, including the happy hours, which you are going to look at next. Now, if you want yours, 756021 is your item number. You are saving £3, £13.99 is your price. Moving on to the happy hour, approaching 60% of the stock has gone, and I adore these dice. I adore them because they are mixing and matching. You can then kind of create different things, elements in there. I'm going to turn them around so you can see as well. Some that comes with ideas on how to use them, and ultimately there is beautiful ways of displaying to make that beautiful Mr. card as well. Ooh.
And that's made just using the hearts in that set.
Oh!
Those tuxedos, those jackets are made just using the hearts in the set. So if you see at the top, where it goes in to his collar, that's the edge of the heart.
Yeah.
Heart's been cut in black and then cut to the middle and folded over. It's a shelag. But literally, that's just using the hearts in the set and the circles.
That's a brilliant idea, Sheila. That is phenomenal. All right, if you want just £14.98 is your price, saving £11, £464,966 is your item. 9 minutes left.
OK, not a problem. So I started and I did this bit last night. So I'd done this using the Shire Green. So I'd cut it in, but now I said I would finish it. So what I want to do now is show you how to do the sentiment and how we can just offset it.
Perfect.
So tune in to 8 o'clock to see that bit, and this bit will show you now. So I'm going to use the larger happy birthday, but you would think, when I say larger, that you need a really deep, large strip of cards. You don't. This is actually on 1.25 inches.
Right. Yeah.
That's all. So it looks, the dies actually look bigger than they actually are sometimes. But all I'm going to do is just evenly put them. First thing I'm going to do is take them together.
Right.
So that it runs as one word.
Yeah, so they are kind of the same line.
And that way I can make sure I get a nice even spacing either side. And the spacing's already kind of there between you for the happy and your birthday, so you don't have to worry too much. And we're just going to run that one through. So again, I'm going to use my Kaleido plates. Don't want my shim. But I'll go through my
I love the Go Power and Emboss can use plates by, the Kaleido. Because sometimes we want the smaller dice, the smaller plates, and that makes it quicker.
Yeah, we don't want to actually mess about, and because there's no sensors, it just takes it. It's fantastic. So what I've got now is, I've got another strip, and this is 7 inches, but the actual dies are 6 3/4. Yeah. And the idea was so that you could, if you wanted to, repeat it.
Absolutely.
But I don't see I'm not going to do it for this one, but it means I can make them a little bit wider. Because I mean, 7x5 is such a classic
It is.
size in my head.
It is.
It really is. And I do genuinely think I'll be making a lot of samples, obviously, for next year. And I'm making a lot of rectangular cards and a lot of smaller cards still.
Yeah, you did say a smaller card.
It's getting smaller and more rectangular. I don't know why.
I like that. I like
I like to change. I like to change. It's just how I feel at a particular time.
But I like that because it's a kind of every time that you kind of change the mood of a size or something like that, you kind of find different ways of, you know, kind of arranging things as well.
You do. You find a new balance. You find a different way of doing things. And I think you also find you can reuse your existing products in a new way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's nothing worse than going, all right, I've made every card I can make with that. Well, no, let's try a different shape. You see how easily these come out. And again, by keeping the pressure low, can you see there's, even on this linen card, hold it the right way up, it might help. You're not seeing the line?
Yeah. That's
You're
true.
hardly seeing the line because I'm keeping the pressure low. But what I love is the links on these are so narrow. At some points they go to a millimetre. As you pull out, you start to stop seeing that it's a stencil.
And
it just looks like words are floating in air.
They do.
Because you suddenly, you lose the little bits that connect the T and the H.
Absolutely.
And your brain almost sort of connects them in. But of course, remember, you can use these as a stencil.
Yeah, of course.
So you can ink and stencil through them.
And I was thinking as well, if you wanted to use your jelly, you know, jelly stamps and things like that, you could do them as well.
You could do those as well, yeah.
Would you do them out of paper, or would you use vellum or tracing paper so they kind of the ink glides through, or
normally I would do them out of card to
Yeah.
give me the strength. However, at the moment, at home, I would be making them out of something new.
Ah. Well, say no more.
That I can't say anything about at all.
Right.
That is sat on my desk that I've been playing with and
that
trying.
reminds me, I need to bring you something. That, So this is us just having a chat.
This is just us catching up. Yeah, I will tell you about it after the show.
No. I need to bring
absolutely love
something
it.
that I want you to.
So I'm just going to take bits, but you see how detailed.
Sorry about that. It's just like
is?
we forget that we are, well, or at least I forget that.
We do forget we're on TV, to be honest. We're too good of friends these days to not actually chat things that we shouldn't do. Randomly. You see how detailed that is?
It looks a little bit like iron brought gates, you know, that sort of element.
I think the inspiration came from driving around and seeing some of those older houses that have got those wrought iron gates and things on them. I know my old house was supposed to have that on, but unfortunately it had been they'd been taken out in the war and melted down for the war. So just a little bit of spray glue, but you see here that just fits nicely over there, giving me that colour through. I'm just going to snip off where I've got it a little bit wrong on one end, but no one will notice. You can see now we've really, anybody, change that colour. That could be for any birthday, certainly for somebody, as you said, a neighbour.
Right.
We know our neighbours to smile and say hello to, and that's about it. But when it comes to sort of sending a birthday card, I wouldn't know. So this is the sort of thing I would do.
Yeah.
So all I'm going to do now is just take a little bit of foam tape from that small roll, just through the middle, and then I've taken another piece of a different shade of blue, that little bit bigger, just so it offsets against it. So I'm getting that offset colour, and I'm going to take another piece, and I'm just going to pop that on, make sure I've got my card the right way, on the bottom. And all I've used here is the Shy Green and the Happy Birthday.
I love that card.
And there we go.
That is such a gorgeous card.
And what we're playing with is just colours, and it's literally cut to 5x7.
5x7.
So there's no complex measurements or anything, but you've got all that detail in. You've got that fussiness that we all like, but you could send that to a bloke easily.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I would personally still add a couple of flowers if I was sending it to a guy.
Yeah.
But it's one of those that it's not designed for men's cards, but it works for them.
It does.
Because we need things that are flexible.
The things that are flexible, things that you can embellish further or keep them plain and still be beautiful.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Because it's a stencil sentiment as well, what you can do is you can cut it once like this, or you could cut it twice and layer them up.
Yeah.
stick it onto the card, and then you can put glossy accents in the gap. If you've got 2 layers, you can pipe glossy accents in and they will stay, and it will give you raised glossy letters.
Oh, that would be really beautiful.
Yeah,
with
so
glossy.
it gives you a different way again to work with exactly the same product.
And there is a couple, there's a sample that I adore because it's using just a ribbon, but it's an abstract one. So sometimes we don't know what to say in the main card, you know, like maybe this is beautiful, but we could add just a happy birthday stamp. We could do it vertically. It can go, I mean, this could be...
That would be nice to just send to somebody and put a nice little message in
Yeah.
it. Just when you need, there are times and occasions
Yeah.
when you want to send or say something to someone, but it's not an occasion.
Yeah.
That's perfect for it because it's pretty, someone can have it on the wall and the message you've put inside is private for them.
Exactly, yeah, absolutely. And of course, using the ribbon through it as well, that is absolutely stunning. But of course, you are getting those words as well, the christening, you're getting the anniversary words as well. Remember that, for instance, this one was at the 8 p.m. show. So if you want to go and see it on Rewind, you can do that. Then you have, of course, more for you, like on your wedding or your silver anniversary, on your wedding silver wedding anniversary as well. There is so many ways of writing those ones as well. Love that you have got Crystal. Crystal is also a name.
Crystal is a name. You can use that for some.
And we have got a lovely viewer that is named Crystal. And then of course Baby Boy, Coral Anniversary, you know, it's kind of there. And then Gold Anniversary for our, you know, you could say, you know, like I was saying, Gold Girl, you know, the
you are gold. You know, there are so many things that you, if you mix them in, if you've got the complete or you've already got the stencil sentiments, you can mix these round completely with everything you've already got.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just go crazy. I mean, that, again, you could have that pre-cut and then just change the silver, the gold to whatever it is. Or do it that way and have the occasion going through it.
Absolutely. Right, if you want yours, do make sure to check out your baskets. 268070 is your collection. £51.93 is your price for it. And now make sure to check out the complete collection or the one-day special if you prefer. And then we have got the happy hour, which are those beautiful 23 dies. You're saving £11, £14.98 is your price for them. Make sure to check out your baskets. A fabulous deals all around. Fabulous Christmas starts here at the craft store. And of course, John, it's been a pleasure as always.
Wonderful. Are we doing it again at 12?
Well, actually, you're doing it again, but I'm not.
Oh.
I think it's either Alex, but we are doing something else later on.
Ah, we are, yes.
We are doing something else. Anyway, something that you eventually will see. Right, see you later.
See you later.
Stay tuned. For Trisha is next with Derek. So have a lovely hour ahead.